You have arrived at a turning point in your path to success and happiness. In front of you today, I'm not just a teacher. I'm also a mentor who wants to share the most important lessons that can change your life. Using the ideas we will talk about today is the most important thing you can do to be successful. We've been looking for the mysterious keys to success for too long, ignoring the timeless advice that has helped the most successful people in history. However, today is a fresh start, a turning point where you will gain the knowledge and skills you need to reach your greatest goals. Let us keep our hearts and minds open to the deep lessons that lie ahead as we start this life-changing trip. Every lesson and principle you learn is a piece of the puzzle that will help you succeed. They give you the tools and attitude you need to handle the challenges of life and work. It is only by consistently following these lessons that you will reach your full potential and live a life of unmatched success. But let's not be scared of the problems that might come up. Instead, let's see them as chances to learn and grow. Let us reaffirm our commitment to these lessons every time we take a step forward on this road, knowing that each time we do so, we get closer to our goals. That's why we should be excited and determined as we look into the timeless knowledge and useful strategies that will help you succeed. Let us go on this trip of self-discovery and empowerment together, knowing that putting these lessons into practice is the key to a future full of success, wealth, and happiness. How to think like a millionaire to become financially independent. Hey, Brian Tracy. For everyone who knows how to get and keep money, there is plenty of it. It is said that there is enough money in the universe for everyone who really wants it and is ready to follow the rules for getting it. You can have everything you want. There is a real lack of money, but there is plenty of it available to you. You can get almost everything you really need and want. There are blessings and chances to get everything we really want all around us because we live in a generous world. How you feel about money, whether you think it's plenty or not, will have a big effect on how rich you become. Choose something. People become rich because they choose to be rich, which is the first part of the law of wealth. They get rich because they think they can do it. They act in this way because they really believe it. They always do what they need to do to make their beliefs come true. And there is no other way to figure out what your true beliefs are than to watch what you do. The second part of this law says that people are poor because they haven't chosen to get rich yet. Look at how you're thinking. The Old Millionaire in Mark Fisher's book, The Instant Millionaire, asked the boy who asked him for help on how to become a millionaire, "Why aren't you rich already?" You need to ask yourself this important question. How you answer this question will tell a lot about who you are. When you answer, your doubts, fears, self-limiting beliefs, excuses, rationalizations, and explanations will become clear. Besides that, you should think about why you're not rich. Make a list of all the reasons you can think of. Talk about each answer with a person who knows you well and ask what they think. You might be shocked to find out that most of your reasons are just lies that you really like. You can now get rid of any reasons or excuses you had. There are hundreds of thousands of people in the world who have been through a lot worse than you can imagine and still manage to succeed. You can too. The point of your life is to be very successful, to do great things as you get stronger and better every day and week, and to reach your full potential in everything you do. Good news, there has never been a better time in history for you to reach your goals and be very successful than right now, no matter where you are or what you are doing. Many economists call this the golden age of human history. It will be a time of peace and wealth that people have dreamed of for a very long time, and you are at the very front of it. You are in the right place to reach your full potential and get everything you want. Take advantage of the huge number of new opportunities that are now available to you. The idea of leverage has always been and will always be the key to great success. As a multiplication sign, you can do amazing things in a short amount of time because you know how to use your gifts and skills through other people. Women and men who get a lot done have learned how to use power in many different ways and directions. And being able to persuade other people to help you get what you want while also getting what they want is the most important use of power. This is a very important rule of life. Give and take. People will always try to repay you for what you do for them, according to this rule. For the better, it means that whenever you do something nice for someone, they feel like they owe you something, because no one likes feeling like they have to do something for someone else. That person will do everything they can to get rid of that feeling by returning the favor usually by giving you a lot more than what you asked for. Like, I got a new car about 5 years ago. When the deal was over, the sales manager told one of his workers to take me in the car to a nearby gas station to fill up the tank. Over the years, I bought new and used cars. No one has ever filled up my gas tank for me after the deal was over. After 2 years, I bought my wife another new car from the same shop with the same sales manager. I wanted to do the same. A $1.20 tank of gas turned into a $45,000 deal. One of the most important things learned about the rule of reciprocity is that things must be paid back. When you do something nice for someone, the reward may not match the amount of work or money you put into it. Giving more of yourself without expecting anything in return will bring you more from places you least expected. This is one of the great rules of success that all powerful people follow. People have called this the law of action and response, the law of sowing and reaping, and the law of cause and effect for a very long time. It promises that you will get back whatever you put in. It also says that a small seed can often grow into a whole crop. The smartest people in our society are always looking for ways to help others. They know that by doing so, they will reap benefits like power, influence, and other people's willingness to work with and help them in the future. Some people, on the other hand, always try to get something before they give something. This makes their lives and jobs a mess. In the song, they put in a penny and want a song worth $1. You don't need this, though. Your job is to make the most of yourself and your ability throughout your life. To do this, you need to carefully and intelligently build relationships with people at all levels, doing nice things for them so that they are more likely to help you when you need it. White. This, plus Howard once said, leadership is the ability to get people to do what you want them to do and to consider it their own idea. Now, though, the big question is why people don't get rich in a country like ours, where there are so many chances. Why don't more people retire with enough money to live on their own? I got the answers in the end. These 5 things keep people from becoming wealthy. The first and most important reason is that they never think of it. A lot of people have never met anyone in their family who was rich. In school and social situations, they hang out with non-rich people. At work, they also work with non-rich people. Outside of work, they don't have any rich friends or role models. This could happen to you from the time you are a child until you are 20 years old. You could grow up and become an adult, but it might never occur to you that you can get rich just like anyone else. This is the reason why rich people are much more likely to be rich as adults than poor people. The first reason people don't get rich is that they never think it's possible. And if they don't think it's possible, they don't do anything to make it happen. People don't get rich because they never choose to. Nothing will change for someone until they decide to do something new. This is true even if they read a book, go to a seminar, or hang out with wealthy people. People can think that they could get rich if they just did a few things in a certain way, but if they don't take the first step, they will stay where they are. Things will keep going the way they have, as long as they keep doing the same things. The main reason most people don't reach their goals and fail is that they never decide to succeed. There is never a firm, clear commitment or choice that they are going to get rich. These people plan to do it, want to do it, and hope to do it. One day, they will do it. They hope and pray that they can make a lot of money, but they never say, I'm going to do it. Making this choice is an important first step toward becoming financially independent. Perhaps tomorrow. Third, people put things off, which keeps them from getting rich. It's always easy for people to find a reason not to do what they need to do to become financially independent. It's always the wrong year or season. Either things aren't going well for them in business or things are going too well. They might have to take chances or give up their safety because the market isn't right, perhaps next year. Something always comes up as an excuse to put things off. They keep putting it off until it's too late, month after month, year after year. People who put off making plans will always put those plans off, even if they know they can get rich and have decided to do something about it, deal with it. The fourth reason people are poor when they retire is that they can't wait to get what they want. A huge part of the population can't help but spend all of their money and anything else they can borrow or buy on credit. You can't get rich if you can't control your urges to spend all the money you earn and wait to enjoy it. If you can't make planning a habit for life, you will never be able to be financially independent. It was said that if you can't save money, the seeds of greatness are not in you. Look at the big picture. The fifth reason people retire poor may be the most important, if not the most important. They don't think about the long run. As part of a longitudinal study he did at Harvard University in the 1950s and released in 1964 as The Unheavenly City, Dr. Edward Banfield looked into why people move up in society and get better jobs. He wanted to know how to tell if a person or a family would move up in one or more social classes and become richer in the next generation than the current one. After doing a lot of study, he found one thing that told him more about success in America than anything else. This is what he meant by long-term perspective. This was explained as the amount of time someone thinks about when they plan their daily tasks and make big decisions about their lives. Think about how far into the future you are when you decide what to do or not do in the present. This is called a long-term view. Upper-class families in England often sign their kids up for Oxford or Cambridge as soon as they are born, even though they won't start going there for another 18 or 19 years. This is an example of long-term thinking. This is how long-term thinking works. People who start putting $50 a month into a scholarship fund so that their new baby can go to the college or university of their choice are long-term thinkers. In order to get better results and outcomes in the long term, they're able to give up things in the short term. People who think about the long term almost always get richer over the course of their lives. As we come to the end of our trip, let us think about the important lessons we've learned today. These values are not just vague ideas. They are the building blocks of success. Putting these lessons into practice every day is the most important thing you can do to be successful. As you leave this meeting, keep in mind that you have the power to change your future. Take note of the ideas and suggestions we've talked about and use them to guide you to greatness. You can put what you've learned into practice every day, get better at what you do, and get closer to your goals. Stay strong in your determination to live an excellent and successful life. Each step you take and each task you face will strengthen it. But remember, friends, real success is not a place you get to. It's a process you go through. It takes unwavering commitment, never-ending work, and faith in your own abilities. So go out into the world with confidence and drive, knowing that these lessons have given you the tools to handle any problem and take advantage of any chance that comes your way. Thank you for giving me the chance to share this life-changing journey with you. Please keep these timeless ideals in mind in everything you do, and may your life be filled with endless success, wealth, and happiness.